everybody. Welcome back to the Chuckle Sandwich podcast, baby.
Hey, everybody.
Returned, ladies and gentlemen. And we are here with a very special guest.
It's me.
It's a boy that you may know if you watch us, either Schlatt and I. If you watch us, then you may know this guy, hailing from the barren hills of England. Wilbur Soot is one of the internet's premier live streaming and YouTube giants. Whether it's creating videos for his over 6 million subscribers on YouTube, live streaming improvised stories on the Dream SMP, or singing his heart out in his band Lovejoy, Wilbur is truly an online behemoth. We are delighted to have him on the Chuckle Sandwich podcast today. Welcome.
I eat raw livestock.
He eats cows, he eats chickens, he eats pigs.
They don't let me in farms.
Everybody knows Wilbur is on a strict Liver King diet. He doesn't stop. But
he watches them. He watches the life fade from their eyes as he bites into them.
Oh, he kills them.
One at a time. True, Wilbur? I like the feeling of pain. Pain tastes good.
You don't eat the actual meat. You eat the pain that you see in the animal's eyes as you. As you
I cause it pain, and it's like some kind of grotesque photosynthesis. I cause it pain, and then I just engorge myself on its.
You're like
face.
a Dementor. You're like a Dementor, is what you're saying. You're
I'm
a Dementor from Harry Potter. Well, welcome, Wilbur. We're excited to have you here.
This is big. This is big. After losing our best member, we are so glad to have found a permanent replacement for him.
Yeah. I'm here forever.
This is
every time now.
You can consider this, it took us 3 months to get you on this episode. So our audience will be delighted to know to get you back on for the next episode as our official third host. Consider this your audition, really, is all I'm saying. Because this is Wilbur Soot's audition.
Honestly, it's not even down to you guys, really. I will come back if you provide me enough chickens.
Okay.
If you provide me enough live chickens, I will just go wherever you take me.
Are you gonna do the thing where you like bite into him on the camera?
Do you want me to?
Right now?
I mean,
Do you have chickens in the?
It's kind of like an office refrigerator.
I'd have to catch them. But they're around. Probably.
There's chickens around in your office right now.
I don't think we have time.
We don't have time. We're filming the podcast.
Yeah,
let me know if you change your mind. If the banter slows down, just let me know and I'll whip out the chicken.
That'll bring us back on track. It's a quick chicken kill. Just seeing you bite into the flesh of a chicken.
Have you ever seen Jurassic Park where they leave the goat in the enclosure? That's me.
Mm-hmm. That's what I do when my conversations get a little dry. I just pull out these fucking guys, just start pointing them around.
You just had those on your desk.
Do one of these? Yeah, I had 2 of them.
Audio listeners, love you to death. Schlatt just pulled out 2 fucking guns. He dual wielded them on.
6 hour P320. U.S. military standard now. We're using these puppies in the military.
Yeah.
So the audio listeners, they don't know what's going on. Can I just make up stuff?
You could. I sort of pride myself on telling the audio listeners the truth when I am explaining something visual.
Audio listeners, Wilbur Soot is on podcast jerking off. He's jerking off on the podcast. His cock is out.
My hellacious cock is being rubbed.
The heinous penis of Wilbur Soot.
my treacherous member.
What is that? A YouTube title for like a drama commentary channel? It's one of those oversaturated and contrasted pictures of Wilbur Soot. The title, "The Heinous Penis of Wilbur Soot."
Big red arrow pointing right to a blurry mosaic.
It's funny because I call it the big red arrow.
Oh, do you really? Wow. Ted, what do you call yours?
I call it the heinous penis of Wilbur Soot.
You can't take heinous penis.
That's mine.
I said, what do you mean it's yours? I came up with heinous penis.
He owns the rights to the naming of your heinous cock.
It's trademarked. Every time you come, I get a couple pennies. I'm like Mr. Wonderful. I have a little royalty on it.
Oh, man.
It just appears in your pocket. You don't know where it comes from.
Every time I'm walking along, I just start hearing jingling in my pants. I'm like, oh, Wilbur just busted a nut.
See, this is why we're already seeing for our longtime watchers and listeners, we are now seeing the results of Charlie's departure. There's no one to rein us in. There's no one to rein us in.
Nobody.
Wilbur, how have you been these last months? I feel like I haven't seen you in a while.
I've been okay. Ups and downs.
Yeah. You've been you've been working hard.
Yes.
What have you been up to lately? What's been going on?
Well, I moved house.
Oh,
he moved house.
I moved
still
house,
in Brighton?
Yeah. Still in Brighton, yeah, can't leave.
Okay.
Stuck here.
Nice.
YouTubers physically aren't allowed to leave. They they cordon off the roads when YouTubers try and leave. So
It seems like the epicenter.
it is ground zero for YouTubers.
don't say that, please. Why would you call it ground zero for creators?
It genuinely didn't cross my mind until I realized I'm with a bunch of
That
Americans.
was a national tragedy that you just brought up 5 minutes into the
There's
podcast.
more than one ground zero, you know.
We're already
So, yeah, you're actually-
the best one. Not the best. That's a weird
the best
way to.
one.
the best.
That's a weird way to
none
say
of us
it.
have
No,
expressed our
I
opinions
walk
on the
back me
quality of
saying
the
the
ground
best
the
zero.
one.
highest quality ground zero money can buy.
Are you talking about 9/11? Was that what you're talking about?
Oh, Ted, you didn't need to.
Come on, Ted.
Come on, you didn't need to. You didn't need to
2,977 people died that day, and we're making jokes about 8 minutes in.
9/11. The second
Here we
podcast in
go.
a row 9/11 has come up. God,
specify. Depends if you're counting cancer with the firefighters.
Jesus,
I
dude.
can't believe you'd bring this up, Ted.
Okay, I didn't bring that up.
My uncle was a firefighter.
Oh God.
I
All right,
thank him.
so-
Thank him for his.
He worked on the pile for months.
Brighton Ground Zero. What do
Yeah.
you hang out with people there? What are you doing in Brighton? Will you sip tea?
A little bit. I've been swimming. I've been paddleboarding every day.
Even
Yeah.
swimming. Now, when Wilbur said this, we were like, "Oh, well, you swim in like a pool every day. You go to the gym," and he's like, "No, I swim in the sea,"
So you wake
which
up.
is
Yeah.
just ridiculous to me.
Why
for
is that
some reason.
ridiculous?
I don't know. I don't know what's ridiculous about it. He's just like, "Yeah, I'm in the fucking sea."
You guys are coming to England soon, right?
We'd like to.
I would enjoy
I've never
it as
been
well.
to England before.
I'll take you in the sea. I've got 2 paddleboards.
No,
We'll take
that's
you out.
okay. That's okay. I've seen the beaches in Brighton, and really, like, I have no
you could even
interest in
call it
stepping
that.
on them.
Do you know what the great thing about the beaches here are? Once you get off the beach and you come back to your house, there's no sand all over your carpet. There's no sand all over the floor. You just
I've
walk in
seen
and
the
it's fine.
beaches in England. It doesn't look like you guys have any sand. It looks like it's almost comprised entirely
There's
of
some.
boulders.
It's
There's some.
the beach is full of boulders.
The beach is
just
you might as
boulders.
well just call every beach like Boulder by the Sea or whatever the fuck you. It's like
You have small boulders the size of large boulders on the beach.
There probably is a place called Boulder by Sea. But yeah,
This Boulder, Colorado, isn't that a place? You think they got a lot of boulders up there, Ted?
They got plenty, dude.
Yeah.
And they've got their Boulder beaches too. Their famous Boulder, Colorado Boulder beaches.
Yep.
With all that
State that's in the
coastline that
center of
Colorado
the
has.
country.
Yeah.
Colorado, the famous state with all the beaches.
Now hold on. How do you know this much about the United States?
Yeah,
Because I feel like most people would not know where Colorado is.
What?
And for the
How do you not
audio
know where
listeners,
Colorado is.
Colorado is in the middle of the country, completely landlocked.
Have you not seen
it's
those
not right
those
in the middle.
pictures on Twitter and stuff of like, oh, I got my British boyfriend to try to label all of the states in the United States, and
Do you want to try it on me now?
well, no, because we know that you're going to get it right.
No, let me
We
do
know
it.
that you're going to get it right because
no, just shut up. I'm doing it. Hold
He's
on.
doing it. He's doing
doing
it.
it.
The
He's
quiz
doing
of all the
Right.
states.
Okay.
Oh, he's
Right.
streaming the quiz of all the
Okay,
states
all right.
now.
You seeing this? You seeing this, right?
Yep.
I don't know if
So
the
his-
audio listeners. Oh, okay.
Oh God, he's just on MS Paint drawing
Wait,
the
hold on.
United States now. He
His-
fucked up Texas.
Schlatt, are you getting this right
there's
now?
You, right?
I'm not recording this. I can't. I don't know how.
And then you're missing out, right? And then up here, okay, that's America, right? You got America there, right?
Yeah, you got America there.
Right. Here's Texas. Right? Easy. California. Bam. Oregon. Bam. Bam. That's wah. Okay.
Wow. Right,
Wow.
Washington up there.
Okay.
I'm
I'm
recording it
going
now,
to be
Schlatt.
honest. Arizona has been butchered. I've destroyed.
That's fucked. You fucked Arizona up there.
But luckily, oh wait, no, wait, I forgot. It should be like that, right? Because then Nevada,
Right, because Nevada is the funny one.
Yeah.
Yep,
And
good
then-
call. Good call.
and then-
Nevada is the funny one.
And then we have like that,
Oh, I would have completely forgotten about Idaho.
right? Okay, yeah,
Seems like
I
he's
don't
got-
blame you.
I think he's,
okay, and then
it's funny though because he's forgotten about a state already.
okay,
You did-
there's
you did miss.
these three fucks who fucking knows what they are, right? And then Oklahoma, everyone's favorite
Okay.
state. And then
did
I haven't
miss
forgotten about
an
a state
entire-
because look,
well-
bam, there's these fucks. These fucks, they should be square. Ignore
I think
that.
you're inventing
So-
new states as you draw this.
So Wilbur,
Michigan?
I need to tell you something. You actually missed Colorado.
No. Shh.
You
I'm not done. I'm not done. I'm
didn't-
getting to it.
Okay,
Fine.
okay.
Fuck you, motherfucker.
He also missed Wyoming too.
Here's Colorado. Dumb.
What?
Right? That's Colorado.
You just
know,
well, to be fair, it is a complete square. So
you know how they drew like here's Alaska as well,
right? Yeah.
and here's Hawaii.
Why did
Okay.
you draw Alaska like a little
like a keyhole.
blob man? Okay, enough of this.
here's-
Enough of this.
What?
Anyone
I'm
listening
doing
to this,
Maine. You won't let me
anyone
do
listening
Maine?
to this podcast is not going to, is not even going to understand what is being talked about right now.
So why do you have such a vast knowledge of the Americas? What is it about us that seems really like interesting to you? Because me and Ted have been living here for a while.
We
and
have.
Honestly, Ted, do you think it's all it's cracked up to be?
I've driven around the country several times. I have done that, but I have never gone out of my way to learn I don't know every single U.S. president, and yet Wilbur does.
You know every single U.S. president?
Yes.
You do? I could just
Yes.
throw out a number and you'll be able to tell me who it is?
Fuck. Maybe.
24.
Fuck. I don't know my numbers.
He doesn't know his numbers.
I don't know my numbers. I'm
Doesn't know
sorry.
how
If
to
you
count.
gave me enough time, I could work my way through. Do you want to give me time right now?
No.
Okay.
Who's number 2? The second one.
John Adams,
Who's number 3?
Jefferson,
Number 4.
John Quincy Adams.
Fuck! I thought I could fake him out with the Quincy. Damn it.
Who's your least favorite president?
Oh, there's a lot in the running. Not a big fan of Andrew Jackson. Not a big Andrew Jackson fan.
He's on the
personally.
20. He's on the $20 bill.
Yeah,
Trail
don't
of
like
Tears.
him.
Trail of Tears. He's
Yeah,
good.
don't
He was definitely a big one.
Yeah.
He was a big
Not
one for sure.
Not a big Reagan fan.
Okay.
Why?
We won't go into it. Not a big. I'm not a big. Honestly, most of the most recent ones, I'm not a big fan of. Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What sparked
Anything
you?
from like 20th century.
So what was like the moment for you where you're like, I'm really interested in the Americas?
I don't know. I guess I like freedom.
Do you not think that your country provides such a thing?
No, I think it provides more. But I like. I just
That's-
like. I like. I
that's
like.
You like the
ridiculous to me.
idea of it. You like
I
the
like
idea of it.
Yeah, because your founding fathers came over and they were like, fucking, we don't have any culture here. We have nothing. But you know what we do have? A fucking gorgeous country and a dream. So they came over and they were like, you know what those Greeks were doing with democracy and stuff?
Yeah.
That was a pretty good idea. Let's do what they did, but better.
God bless.
Oh yeah, baby.
Hold it.
Oh,
And you want to know something crazy, Wilbur? Wilbur, do
Yes.
it. Wilbur, do it.
Yeah.
Do the salute. Thank you. Thank you.
hey, get your
Arm
thumb
straighter,
up.
arm
Get your
straighter,
thumb
arm
up.
straighter.
Get your thumb up.
What? Do you know what the British salute is?
Ew! Stop
Ew.
doing that. You want to know
Jeez.
something crazy? When the founding fathers signed the Declaration of Independence, they were like 18.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. I saw a Twitter post.
Every single one of them. Ben Franklin, 18, full beard, beer belly, beer belly, the size of the
I
earth.
mean, some of the founding fathers were in their 20s, but they were not the ones that signed the Declaration of Independence.
I heard differently.
You're a bit of a. I mean, you can kind of see Wilbur's interest in the Americas really kind of seep into everything though, because you were a member or still are a member of the Dream SMP, and you had that whole Lemamberg thing, which was a improvised story on this Minecraft survival multiplayer server. For those of you who don't know, where it was based off of or inspired somewhat by Hamilton, right?
Yeah.
But what a lot of people don't talk about is it also, I did some research on you, Wilbur.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And I heard that the Lemamberg was also inspired by the song 8 by the band Sleeping at Last. Is that true?
My character was, after someone in the school exiled me from my kingdom.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to explain that one to me?
How about Schlatt explains it? I want to hear Schlatt's interpretation of the election.
Well, simply, it was all lame, and I made it sick and based.
Do you know what everyone forgets, Schlatt? Which is one of my favorite things.
Well, explain the situation. Explain this whole...
Okay, so essentially, I ran an election to consolidate my power because I had gained power. I was basically reverse Washington. I wanted to be president longer after winning the war. So
I wanted more than 2 terms.
So I made an election to try and win again because I wanted to be president again.
Okay.
So in that election, Schlatt turns up per Tommy's request to endorse me and Tommy, and then takes it away himself and runs as his own party and ends up winning. And he, when he wins, he exiles me and Tommy from the kingdom, right? But something that everyone forgets was that Schlatt, canonically, Manberg, the dropping of the L, making it Manberg, was entirely a nation of men with big bulging muscles and protein shakes.
I love that shit.
And in the script, I even say, it's written in the script, is the party finds Schlatt in the caravan, muscles bulging.
Yep.
So you would write for these sort of like half improv, half scripted sort of events and role play that would happen on this server. You were the main guy that would like write these scripts and sort of figure out what was going to be
until my character died. Yeah.
How much time did you spend preparing and like writing these scripts? Like how much of your life was that when Dream SMP, like in 2020, that was sort of when Dream SMP was really, that was like at its peak kind of during pandemic time.
2021, I think it sort of got to its like highest point. I think that was when like everyone was pulling like 300,000 viewers was like 2021. But
how much time were you spending doing this kind of stuff back then?
A lot, but still less than I wish I had. I wish I'd spent more.
Really? Why is that?
There's a lot of things I would have done differently and built upon a bit more. If I'd known it was going to have the level of attention it would have had, I would have written an entire fucking book of backstory and stuff. But
you're just kind of working with it as you go. I mean, no one can ever really like know that something like that is going to happen or like it's going to get to that level. Though I think that from people's impressions of it, like in terms of fans and stuff, it seems like you did a pretty good job. Though you should still be proud.
I tried my best. I wanted to tell a story.
And now you're making little boy music now.
Yeah, I've stepped back from the Minecraft roleplay, the lofty heights of Minecraft roleplay into rock music.
This is like the Joji arc, dude. Soon you're gonna want to rinse the slate clean that you ever did Minecraft shit.
Nah, I love Minecraft, man. No,
are you proud of all that?
Of course I am. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna deny it. I love it. Of course I'm proud of it. Yeah. I was proud of it during SMP Live. I was proud of it during SMP Earth. I would always tell people like,
we're all former members of the SMP Live.
Yeah. I was always very happy to be like, yeah, I'm a Minecraft YouTuber, fuck it. It's punk rock, innit? It's cool as hell.
And now you've been putting a lot of your focus though in Lovejoy, your band Lovejoy. Yeah. How did that for those who are listening who don't know, you want to give a little breakdown of how that started, like Lovejoy the band? It's a good band, good music though. I'm giving an endorsement right now.
It's a Ted endorsement. Can I get that on the screen?
Yeah, Scott, throw that up on the screen and play my music. Ted endorsed this moment. Music with Wilbur.
Yeah, the music's good.
It was
Yeah.
not a Schlatt endorsement though. Don't give it that one. I don't,
Yeah, it's all right.
I don't want that.
That just says it's like okay.
So I was like, it's possible. No, yeah, I was I wanted to be in a band for ages, and I joined this folk band. I wasn't really into folk music, but I joined a folk band because I just wanted to be in a band. I was the bassist, and it was in that band I met the lead guitarist of this current band, Joe.
Right. Was that previous band called Folkjoy?
No, I wish that would be.
Just gotta play my music.
Play the. It's a Ted endorsement.
Play my bad joke music.
And yeah, and then with Joe, I was like, hey, lead singer of this band, can we do cool rock songs? And he went, no. And I went, oh. And so Joe from that band, I went, hey Joe, do you want to go and write cool rock songs? And he went, yeah. And that's how Lovejoy started.
So you stole him.
I stole him.
You stole him from the other band.
Yeah, I've never actually spoken to him about it since. I wonder how he feels about that, because I did just take the lead guitarist and leave, and then go and make my own band.
Damn.
Yeah. Is that
I don't think the folk band exists anymore. I think
really? Okay, so sort of this sort of reminds me of what the CIA would do.
Oh, okay, that was a.
If you're such a big
junction I
fan of
wasn't
America, you know, it's kind of like you infiltrated a third world country and sort of broke
Hold
it
on.
down from the
Hold
inside.
What the fuck
Time
is
out.
this?
Time out.
You know, you kind of overthrew and inserted you in it.
Is this a Banana Republic? Fucking.
It's what it's starting to sound like. It sounds sort of like Lovejoy is a Banana Republic of a band.
I love the Banana Republic upgrade for the Monkey Farm and Bloons Tower Defense.
Oh fuck, mate!
Produce
It's
so many
good.
bananas,
Yeah.
and then you get the upgrade with the
what was that,
with
030?
the 030. Well, no, you want to take the top path a little bit too.
What 250 then?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm more of a 005 guy myself.
Oh,
I'm a bit
Jesus
more
Christ.
of a Wall Street.
You're the
Wall
investment
Street.
banker. You take
I'm a
the
monkey
investment
Wall Street
banker
guy.
path.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
are the scum of the earth, Wilbur Soot.
I
Jesus
just like
Christ.
having a million banks.
You know what I think is going to be really funny when
What?
all of us retire and become landlords.
That's sort of the we're gonna all go the Tyler Oakley route.
Yeah, isn't that what everyone does? It
Then
feels
they'll
like
chop our heads off.
No, they won't, because rent will be due. They'll be too busy working to pay.
Sure.
If they don't work, then they got no place to stay.
I'm gonna let you fight for this future on your own, Schlatt. I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna leave you out to dry here.
I'd love
fight
to
for the
collab
landlords.
with Lovejoy on a song called "Rent Is Due."
And then the album, the EP will be called Eviction Notice.
On the label, the middle class is shrinking.
It is. It is.
One of the
Honestly,
songs on
though,
there will be "They Turned Off My Water."
Well, that's not my issue. Like you got to pay the water bill too. It's totally
Please
different.
fix my boiler.
No. the next song, no.
The landlord came into my home when I was sleeping.
Dude, my landlord, when I was trying to rent a house, I had to explain, like, you know, you have to send proof of income and all that. And my landlord was like, oh, that's cool. Like, he was like, how do you make that money? And I'm like, I'm a YouTuber. And he goes, oh, I always wanted to be a YouTuber. And he was like trying to make it big, playing like CS and stuff.
Oh, okay.
He calls me out of the blue one day and he goes, hey man, can I take you out to dinner one time and pay for a YouTube consulting session?
Oh.
And I said, let me call you back.
And then you haven't called him back, have you?
No, I didn't.
I did that one time with my mom's boss. He wanted to learn about YouTube.
Yeah.
And my mom was like, can you just, because, you know, she's been working for this guy for a while. It's a small company. She was like, can you give him a call? He's trying to make this book and make a YouTube channel about it. And I was like, okay.
Ted, can you promote this in a video?
So, and he's a nice guy. I mean, I got on the phone with him. I just kind of tried my best to explain in an hour all the 10 plus years of YouTube knowledge and experience I had accrued that would like, which is just, it's like so much just like, not even clear experience, you know? Like if I were to try to explain how to become a YouTuber, I'd just be like, yeah, I mean, half of it is like just how to make a video, and the rest is just like any person who explains how to become a YouTuber and like this is the clear-cut way, half of it is survivorship bias. Yeah. Half of it.
Oh, of course. It's so easy to say like follow your dreams when you're at the top and you can just kick the ladder out from underneath you.
So how many times have you kicked the ladder out from underneath you, Wilbur?
So
we did with that folk band.
I like to let them climb a little bit before I do it. I like to give them hope. Yeah. I like to let them make it up to at least near the top rung.
Can we get specific examples?
You hold your arm out and like they start to grab on, but it's just not far enough.
And then I'll look away as I release my grip.
Yeah, it's like you put your hand out and they grab onto it and you're like, oh no, I accidentally had just covered my hands in Vaseline. I'm so sorry.
And arsenic as well. And then I watch them topple and poisoned as well. You want an example? Well, that's the song "The Fall." That's entirely. It's about me kicking the ladder out from people and them falling to their deaths.
Really?
It's about me. It's about me systematically going around and just stopping people's dreams. That's the entire song. Yeah.
That is quite poignant. You know the advice I give to people now when they ask like, "Hey, Schlatt, I really want to become a YouTuber." I say, "Give up."
Did it work for you?
No. But me saying follow your dreams is not going to work for anybody.
It really doesn't.
Here's the thing. In my defense, it's like I'll save a lot of people time because most of the people who try are not going to make it and they're going to waste all those hours. But if I say give up to everybody, the people who really fucking want it, they're not going to listen to that.
Yeah, they're going to be
it's almost like a challenge. Like prove me wrong, you know?
Yeah. Can I give you a really cute opposite end of that? I want to tell a really sweet story that's coming to my head. When I was like a little kid, when I was like maybe 12, 13, I already knew I wanted to be a YouTuber then. I was like, I just decided. And I remember one day I was telling my dad, like, I want to be a YouTuber, like, and just give it a go and stuff. And he was like, well, why don't you just do it? And I remember being like, because I'm only 12. I'm only like 13. I can't start now. And he was like, why? And I went, because I don't have he went, just do it. Just go do it now. Like, go start now. And that's genuinely the best piece of advice I ever got because like, I think you said it as well, actually, Schlatt. Like, the time you spent honing your voice and getting like that narration quality down when you were younger ended up meaning that now you're older, you have that skill set. And I think that was just a really important thing, was just my dad just being like, just fucking do it. Stop talking about it.
And in the process, Schlatt accidentally gave himself a bastardized New York accent that doesn't sound like anyone who's ever been from New York.
What are you talking about? You're wrong. You're wrong. Listen.
What do you mean?
Listen to me.
Okay, for anyone listening to this, go back to Schlatt's videos from just 2 years ago. Go back 2 years.
Maybe 3.
Okay, maybe three. Not a
Three and a
huge
half.
difference. I mean, how old are you now, Schlatt?
22.
You're 22. Go back to when Schlatt was 19 and just listen to how his voice sounds. Just so different. It is like just like
Ted, this is nothing to worry about.
Okay,
it's like when you get to that age and your balls start lowering.
I know, but it's like
it just happened to me.
But you went through puberty when you were like 14, and
what
then
are you
it's like
talking
there's
about?
this secondary
My voice was so
puberty.
much higher back then. I was a late bloomer.
I consider it to be Schlatt's
My cock
secondary
is still
puberty.
below average. Okay,
No,
I'm waiting.
I'm telling you right now that Schlatt went
I'm
through a
waiting for it to
secondary
get
puberty.
bigger than usual, and it's often it just doesn't. And listen, let me also
sounds
add
like
on to what Wilbur was saying. When you start young and you have those comments that's like, fuck you, you little you squeaker. I got those comments all the time. All the time.
Yeah.
But the problem is when you do that and when you just keep making videos, like, it's going to take years. Like, this not everybody's Rambo, where they just kind of like burst onto the scene and get like 5 billion followers. Like, it's going to take a lot of time spent honing your voice, trying to figure out how to talk
you
into
did
a
an
microphone.
excellent job of avoiding
how to talk into a camera. Shut the fuck up, Ted.
I have one thing to say.
All of that.
Just let me say this thing.
Stop it. I'm talking.
Let's talk about
You go back.
All
You
that
go
time
back.
it's
No.
take for you to get good. You should do that young, so by the time you are old enough and mature enough to make good shit.
Do you
You
think
know how to
Ninja
do
has an
it.
above-sized penis?
Okay, you go back.
It's
3
well
years.
below average.
You go back 3 years, and you go to Schlatt when he was doing his like railway videos, his Zoo Tycoon or whatever the fuck it was. You sound like a kid that worked at a teenager that worked at a video store, and then you go forward in the future 3 years, and it sounds like you're like a half New York, half Romanian man that works at a deli in Queens or something.
I became a broken human. Ted is what happened. I became a broken person. I hit 21. I had my first sip of alcohol, and I became an alcoholic.
Your first sip, yeah?
Yes.
You believe that?
Yes. Oh. I did not have a drop of alcohol before 21.
I just don't believe that. There's nothing in my body that could ever convince me.
It.
You can look back. I sounded like a square because
like
I was.
Yeah, he was at the. Oh, jeez.
And it was even smaller back then.
What?
My first sip of alcohol was in a field out of a carrier bag.
That's no surprise.
What's a carrier bag?
You plastic bag with Tesco's written on it.
So the way British people drink is they go to a field, right? That's just like that's the step. That's like step one of a two-step process.
That's also where the British people huff those cans.
Yeah.
Isn't that a huge thing in the UK? Huffing cans.
It's about as big as meth is over there with you.
I think you're overestimating how big meth is out here.
I think you're overestimating how much huffing cans is over here.
I've just heard that the fields are littered. I feel like I've heard that you walk through any field in the UK and it's just the sound of metallic cans rattling against each other.
Maybe up north. Yeah, maybe up north.
Up north? What does that mean?
Well, it's more of a northern thing or a London thing. You don't really get it down south. South is more ketamine.
Ketamine? Okay. Horse tranquilizer.
Yeah.
Wow. You guys really get up to some good stuff over there.
Oh, yeah, man.
Jeez. Wilbur, in preparing for this,
I'm sorry. Should I do the rest of the podcast in like a completely nondescript accent? Should I try and turn that back on?
You're acting as if you haven't been walking through life in the last 2 years in a completely nondescript accent. Are you kidding me?
What are you talking about?
This is
legitimately how I sound.
By accident.
Legitimately, whether or not it was by accident.
You trained yourself to naturally
my name
talk
is Schlatt,
like this.
And today, I can't. How do I even? I can't. It doesn't even.
Can you try to just try to do what your voice used to sound like 3 years ago? It wasn't that long ago.
I don't know.
Schlatt, my voice hasn't changed in like 10 years. And yours went through a metamorphosis.
We're different people.
I just think that you did something to yourself somehow along the way.
Did something to myself.
I don't know. I think that you gave yourself I don't know if you went through like some sort of maybe it was when you face revealed and you just hit and you started growing out the beard and the chops and there was like sort of chop related trauma that happened, but your voice changed. Like I think that like you went through the first evolution. You went through a short-term evolution. Darwin would have been amazed to see what happened to you.
My DNA got completely resequenced over the past couple of years.
You went from Homo sapien to Homo schlaticus in 3 years.
Thank God.
You were a scientific marvel.
Thank you. Wilbur was saying how he hated something in the United States, which I think is crazy.
When I was in America,
yeah, we can leave. We can exit this. Just giving Schlatt shit. Wilbur, you're here on the podcast. We're talking about you today.
When do we start? By the way, when do I hit record?
Whoa, we've been going. Oh, well, that would be tough. Can you imagine? Oh, I did prepare. Some questions for you.
Go on.
Some hard hitting questions that I'd like you to, are you a snack guy, Wilbur?
Not really.
You're not a snack guy? Do you like candy?
Yeah.
You like candy? If
I'm
you
a
had
big Twix fella and maybe some Kit Kats.
I like Reese's, but Wilbur, if you had to choose.
What did you say? We'll go back to that later.
I like Reese's.
Okay.
If you had to choose between these candies, what would you choose? And this is important. And Scott, play the intense game show music that makes it sound like the decision is intense. Choose
Okay.
between these three candies of which one you would want. Okay, Wilbur?
Okay. Yes.
Pick and mix fruit gummies, strawberry pencils, or strawberry laces.
Are they like tingly gloops?
I don't know what the fuck that means.
What the fuck is a tingly gloop?
You don't know what tingly gloops are.
Need I
British
repeat the
candy.
question? You gotta
Okay,
choose
repeat the
either.
question. Repeat the question.
Pick and mix fruit gummies.
Hold on.
Strawberry
Let's put him
pencils.
in a way where Wilbur can understand.
Oh.
What?
What? So you're a fan of pick and mix fruit gummies?
The fuck?
Yeah, I think I'll go with the pick and mix fruit gummies personally.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. For
I
the
was gonna
listeners
say-
at home, I just lifted up a packet of Roundtree's pick and mix.
Yeah, he picked up an entire
shit.
pack of pick and mix fruit gummies.
What the fuck?
So that's
I was
your
gonna say
choice.
we gotta make him a little more like understandable for him. Like pick and mix fruit chewy globules,
Yeah.
or like maybe I don't know, strawberry pencils. I don't even know, man.
You know what
do you-
strawberry
sour dandies.
pencils
You
are?
ever had sour dandies?
Sour dandies.
Do you know what strawberry pencils or strawberry laces are though?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So you like those too, or
Yeah,
but
I do.
you're going
yeah,
with the
those
pick
are
and
good.
mix?
There are also all three of those are in 3 for £1 usually at Tesco's, so you can get them all.
wow.
All
You
right.
can get all of them for £1, roughly $71 US.
Okay. All right. But the pick and mix is the winner in the end. You know, fuck the laces,
maybe.
fuck the pencils.
I mean, there's just a bit more going on, you know.
It's
Just a bit more,
yeah.
a bit more bang for my buck.
You're looking for a little bit more action.
a bit more quick for my quid.
quick for my quid.
I like fruit gummy. I like fruit gummy.
Have you ever had gushers before?
What the fuck is that?
Have you ever had gushers before?
Are we still talking about candy?
We are talking about candy. We're talking about something that would be packed in every American child's little luncheon meal they take to school.
You're packing a
Gushers.
gusher in there.
Yeah, it's a fruit gummy with like a little bit of juicy in the
Little
middle.
bit of
little
gush.
juice. See,
A little
you,
bit of gush, yeah.
you bite into that and it gets all over your tongue.
Yeah, they like. Oh, they sound like shrimp trollops. So like
What?
you
Are
got
you?
like a little.
It sounds like you're
bursty
making
bit.
These are
stuff up.
words.
Doesn't sound
These
like a
are not
real thing.
words.
What?
Tripping
So you got,
trop.
Trollops?
you got randoms. You got randoms as well. Randoms have
Randoms?
randoms and
Randoms?
shrimp
Sour
trollops.
dandies?
Yeah.
It sounds like you're naming Harry Potter candies. Is what it sounds like.
Well-
Little Grimglows.
No. No, like, and they have, and you bite into them and they like leak out.
Yeah.
Right? They got
yeah.
like, oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Like codswallop tricks do that. as
Oh,
well.
and like shrimp
Cod
balls.
swallop? Tricks?
codswallop tricks. Yeah.
Tricks.
Yeah.
Okay, Trix isn't that crazy. You got Trix cereal, Schlatt.
No,
That's
but
in our- that's in
is
our
it
vernacular.
Trix? Or like tricks, like TRICKS, like a trick.
Why are you?
Have you ever?
He's-
Wait. So have you? Do you guys have Southampton Wensleydales?
What?
Wensleydales?
What is that?
What is that?
What the fuck is a Southampton Wemsleydale? That sounds like a fucking
Wensley.
tennis tournament.
It's like a cheese snack.
A
Southampton
cheese
Wensleydales.
snack? It sounded like it was going to
Yeah.
be like a candy button or something.
Oh, most of our candy does tend to sort of push in towards like. Have you ever had like the fish oil ones?
what?
Fish oil?
You guys are eating
Yeah.
omega-3 for candy?
Anyway, do your next question. Next question.
Oh, Jesus. I got a good question.
Go on.
question. All right.
All right. Go.
Well, but you're walking down the streets of New York City. You're on 53rd and Lexington Avenue. You
Yes.
just walked out of the subway station. There's a strange man approaching you.
Yes.
It's late at night, and he gives you this proposition.
Okay.
You're given the opportunity to sit down in a movie theater and watch the 100 funniest moments you've ever experienced in your life.
Yes.
You don't get to keep the footage. You
No,
you
good
sit
question.
down and you watch it once. The 100 funniest moments you've ever experienced. How much time would you give up from the lifespan of you to watch this compilation right now?
Okay. There's an added question. Can I bring friends? And
I
can
think
it
you
be
can bring friends.
Yeah.
Can it be a
But
compilation? Like, say I've had I pick a friend that I've like known and hung out with for like
Yeah.
years.
Yeah,
You
Can I
shouldn't
get
be
a
able to
compilation of
spread
our
the
funniest
life
moments
lost.
together.
You shouldn't
Yeah,
be able to spread the
If
life
it's on my
lost
own,
across the friends.
if it's on
though.
my own, I could maybe do a few hours. If it's
Few
with
hours?
friends, I could spend days in there, just like sharing those moments again. But on my
So-
own, I think.
Oh
after a
no,
couple
no.
hours-
I mean, you, the end of your life gets shortened by going into this movie theater.
We're talking to deal with the devil here.
Oh, sorry. I thought you meant like
The
how much
devil
time
being
I'm
Schlatt.
spending watching this footage. Like how many? Because how much would it?
You die sooner.
But I don't know when I'm going to die anyway. What if I say like I don't know a year and I just drop dead immediately?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing.
I would.
It
I
could
think
happen.
I would give up. I still don't think I've seen the funniest moments of my life yet. So I'd give up like maybe,
well, you
maybe
lived
a
them. You
year
didn't
or
see
two.
'em.
A year or two.
Well, like he's saying that there could be a funnier moments to come. So
Yeah,
we're just
yeah.
saying like right now the current 100.
And what's the
And this is the
what's
funniest-
the point of
this
that?
is
What's
like
the
the
point of
funniest-
enjoying the funniest moments without the boring ones between? You know, it's not the same.
Well,
That's what
true.
life is. Life is just a slew of boring moments with funny bits in between.
That's true.
All right, you
true.
fucking philosopher. Let me clarify something here, though. Schlatt, are you saying the funniest things that he's ever said, Wilbur, or funniest
No.
things that he's been present for?
The times he's laughed the hardest,
Okay.
and he just gets to sit down and watch a compilation of them.
I think the ones where I started making up British candy that you were believing is going to be on there. I think that would be a good one.
Those were fake.
You lied to us? You lied to
Fuck!
us!
What the fuck,
You
man?
little liar!
And we fucking believed it too.
I totally. Well, you know what? In hindsight, Wimsleydale's doesn't sound real.
Codswallop, Southampton Wednesday. Day.
Southampton, Wimsleydale's.
How do you even remember it?
Oh,
You
it
made
makes
it
so
up.
much sense. It makes so much fucking sense. That
And
they're
then he's
fake.
gonna, you know what? He's gonna turn around and say they're real, and now we're gonna not know what's real.
Grimsby pork whappers.
Okay, that sounds real. That sounds like something the British would make
It
up.
does sound real. It does sound real.
What was
You go
it?
to Tesco, you pick up some Grimsley pork whappers.
You go down to Tesco and you pick up some Whalesden dark berry
You can't
twists.
do it. You're American.
No, you
Stop.
can't do
You
it.
can't do it.
What are you
can't do a
talking?
reference.
Oh, you pick
No
up some
frame of
Brighton
reference.
goobly bobs.
That's just not very good.
Goobly
It sounds like an
blobs. Like
American
you could
trying
just
too
tell.
hard.
You could just
Hi,
tell.
I'm,
that's-
I'm Ted. I'm from Padiddly Boing Oda, Idaho.
Oda, Idaho?
Yeah.
You committing to that one? Oh,
Yep.
I'm gonna go down and pick up some. I'm gonna pick up some Nottingham chicken twists.
Hi there. I'm from America.
I think I'll use my credit card.
I would like to use my credit card for this purchase.
I guess I'm not good at
Where
making
is the
up British
nearest
candies.
gun?
Like a
is the
5-year
nearest-
lease. Well, how many years? How much time? Would it be months?
One or two. If I'm on
1
my own.
year? Okay.
Yeah, if I'm on my own. If I've got friends, I'd give up a lot more, I think.
Okay.
I'd give up. I don't know if a year is a lot, but you do gotta realize if you're living that long, like
You asked
the
me my
last
max.
years won't be too great.
Yeah.
You asked me my max, and like I think a year or two is my max. Like if they were to be like 3 years, I'd say no, it's too much. Now.
Yeah,
If they
my
said 2
lowball
years
offer-
and 1 month, I'd be like, nah.
My lowball offer would be like a couple months.
Yeah,
probably.
yeah.
This is almost a trick question too, because it seems almost directly tied to, like, how big that person's ego is, and then how little they value the end of their life.
Yeah. It's like
They
a
just love
philosophy
themselves,
thing.
but
My
not that
best
much.
years are now. I want to see them again, and screw it when I'm 80.
Yeah.
Wilbur, you like dinosaurs?
I love dinosaurs.
You collect them as a kid?
Yes.
Little dinosaurs?
Yep.
Name them all.
Spinosaurus, Velociraptor, Apatosaurus, Brachiosaurus, Plesiosaurus, Pterodactyl. Pterodactyl's not actually a dinosaur, fun fact. What
that
else
a
could we do?
plesiosaur?
Ankycephalosaurus. Oh, sorry, Pachycephalosaurus.
I got
Ankylosaurus.
I got a phallosaurus. No, I don't. I was lying.
Stop that. No, don't do that ever again. I have a question for you now, Ted. If you could choose any state to be from, what would you choose? Any state to have been like born and raised in.
Can it not be my home
you
state?
get all the culture. You can choose your home state, but you get all the culture of that state. You get all of the livelihood of growing up in that place. What would you choose?
I'll tell you where I won't choose.
Okay.
I'll tell you where.
Pussy. Say it, you fucking pussy.
Alabama.
Yeah, why not?
Because the entirety of the state of Alabama is run by a secret society called the Machine that is directly connected to their... Have you not heard of this?
Is this my
The
D&D
Machine?
campaign you're describing?
So, no, this is real. This is what I'm telling you is real. I learned all about it somewhat recently. If you go to, like, there's right now... Alabama rush for the sororities and the fraternities is happening right now. And it's actually a way bigger fucking deal than any other college because throughout everything from the colleges to like the companies in Alabama to the state government and the senators in Alabama is controlled by this secret society that controls the elections and stuff called the Machine that is directly tied to what sorority and fraternity you were a part of going to Alabama.
I think if you were telling me this in a parking lot, I would be walking really quickly away from you at this point.
It's real. Look, like the Machine. It's a thing. It's a thing.
This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Even my tiger back there isn't buying it. Look at him.
Yeah, and he loves cum.
Why would you say that? What does that mean? He loves cum. He's a tiger.
Wait, were we recording during the tiger cum arc?
No.
Oh shit. Okay.
So now it just sounds really weird.
Look, I'd like to call a rain check on that comment I made.
It just kind of sounds like you want to come on his tiger. Is really
No,
I just got a couple pennies in my pocket.
I do not want to come on your tiger.
But yeah, that's the thing in Alabama. That's where I wouldn't want to be from. But if I were to choose, I mean, I guess I'd probably just choose Massachusetts because it's like fine. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. I feel like the U.S. is a little bit like I feel like the U.S. is more so. It's less specific to the states and more so like what part of the country you're from on a larger scale. So it's like, oh, you're from maybe like, oh, there's California because it's such a big fucking state. But it's like, oh, I'm from the West Coast or I'm from the South or I'm from
Midwest is probably a big one right there.
But you can still pick a state in those areas.
Yeah,
that's what
I think people from the Midwest generally hate themselves and would prefer anywhere else in the country.
I honestly wouldn't have minded to be from like New York City. That seems like a cool place to grow up. Although I'm sure Schlatt, you know,
it's okay. I take pride in my New York identity.
Yeah, it seems like
I'm happy. I'm happy I grew up around there. I feel like if I grew up in California, I would be a even worse person than I am now. I'd just be awful.
Without the weird accent.
I wouldn't have the weird accent. I probably would not. Let's be real. I probably would not be famous.
Imagine Schlatt with us, except that like his whole identity is based around Surfer Boy, California, instead of like New York gun owner.
Hey guys, let's go surfing.
What do you think a California accent sounds like?
I'm thirsty. I need to drink some water.
I like this guy. Let's get him a Twitch deal.
I'm just trying to not speak with the fucking the way I do.
Your name online wouldn't be jschlatt.
No.
It would be like gnarly wave, brother.
Gnarly wave.
Gnarly wave like XXX gnarly scopes.
You'd have like one of those. You'd have one of those After Effects intros with the noise storm music.
When I was a kid, I used to play World of Warcraft with a guy called XXXI XXX XXX Merking XXX.
Do you miss him?
His name was like I am Merking. I miss him a little bit, but I remember first ever time I ever joined a voice chat ever was Ventrilo in 2007.
Wow.
And as I joined, I said to him, oh, are you XXXI XXX? I didn't realize his name was between the X's, so I just read every oh, you must be XXXI XXX, and he didn't speak to me again. He literally unfriended me. He thought I was making fun of his name. And this was like 2007, where that was like a bit. You don't make fun of someone's display name in 2007, man.
Right.
That's true.
It would have been even worse
he
though
if
you went full British though, and you said like kiss, 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 I kiss, kiss, kiss.
you know what's funny? I hate the kissing, like the little X's at the end of text messages.
Yeah, James Marriott, that fucking James Marriott guy. Every message he sends me has a fucking X at the end of it. I want to kill him.
He kisses you every time.
I don't want to
Do a
be
little
kissed
kiss.
by James Marriott. He's like,
Why?
all right, mate. Like, I hate it. I hate it. I hate it.
I think you're just denying your true love for James Marriott.
No, I like him.
So you're more of an O guy. You're more of a hug.
Yeah.
You want
Yeah.
you want O's at the end of the.
Oh, I want some big
Do
O's.
British people
Some
send
big
the O's, or is it just the X's?
Yeah, my grandma will send those.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
You just get
She's
hugs
doing
from your
well,
grandma?
thanks for asking, pricks.
Hey, man.
sorry. My grandma died.
All of my grandparents are dead.
Oh.
Thanks for asking.
Good.
Let's marinate in this. What you just said.
Good.
Wilbur Soot says Ted good to Ted Nivison's grandparents being dead. Yeah, you just said that. Well, Wilbur.
Mine's all right.
Wilbur, Schlatt and I were planning on going on a trip,
Sorry, I'm
and
actually
we were going to
sorry
ask
about
you.
that.
Yeah,
we
we were
come.
gonna mourn. We were gonna mourn our dead grandparents on this trip too.
Yeah,
on a
we were
little
gonna-
vacation to clear our minds from
Yeah,
all the tragic
we were
loss.
really wanted to go to this one town in Norway called Tromsø, and we were going to ask you if you
What?
wanted
That's
to come.
where I want to go. No way. You're not
Yeah,
actually.
we were-
That's a joke.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, we were going to head to this town in Norway called Tromsø.
You're
been
saying
talking
this
about
because
this for a while.
you're saying this because I've been talking about this, right?
What?
On my stream.
No, we just wanted to go to Tromsø. We just
You
thought,
want to see where and it's on an island, right? It's on an island surrounded by a lake, and it's got
on
the
an island.
Tromsø, the most
Yeah, the
northern
top of
town
Norway,
in
yeah.
most
Schlatt and I were
northern
gonna
town in-
go.
That's where I want to go.
Well,
Fuck
we
you.
were going to ask you. We were going to ask you if you wanted to go, but
After
then
that
you started
grandparent
saying shit
comment,
about our
though,
grandparents,
like,
so
I
we don't know.
really-
Okay. I would like to formally apologize.
Yeah, I bet you would.
I would like to
bet you
formally
would.
apologize to both jschlatt and Ted Nivison for
Thank you.
saying that it was good that their grandparents had died. It is not, in fact, good. I've made a continuous lapse in my judgment. I would say that it is in fact bad that your grandparents are dead, and I would really like to come with you to Norway to
Yeah, to
Tromsø.
Tromsø,
It has
yeah.
been, but I want to go in the winter. Are you going in the winter? I want to go in the winter because the sun doesn't rise. There's a week in December where the sun does not crown over the mountains, and that's really exciting.
You want to go where the sun don't shine?
I want to go where the sun don't shine. Please,
I can show you. I can show you where the sun don't shine right now. If you want to find out.
Yeah, just walk over
Okay.
to Austin, Texas. That's where the sun don't shine. Because it's cloudy all the time.
Yeah.
Is it? It's
No,
really
it's
sunny
not.
today in
What are you
England.
talking about? It's sunny. Look. Look.
Like the
ready?
one
That's the sun, baby.
looks like just overcast coming into your room.
Fuck you.
That's
Fuck
all
you.
it is.
You'll never understand.
Yeah, but we were
You'll never
gonna, we
understand.
were gonna go to Tromsø. We had heard that Wilbur would never go to Tromsø, though. Is the thing. That's what I
would.
heard.
I also came up with a Tom Scott video idea that I want to do before he does it.
Really?
Can I share my screen one more time? I'll describe what
For
I'm
those
doing
of you
as
who
I
don't
share
know,
my screen.
Tom Scott is another British guy who shows up places. He's everywhere in the world at once, it seems.
He just covers the unique spots in the world, right?
Yeah,
Like the little
basically.
stories
Yeah,
behind
and,
him.
and he tells. But I found basically what should be a Tom Scott YouTube video, but I want to do it before he does it because it's really good. I'll describe what I'm showing you. Right?
Yeah, sure.
Hold on. So if you see here in Norway, right? Here's Norway.
Yeah.
I think Tromsø. Yeah, here's Tromsø, right?
Ooh.
Now,
Yep.
if you go right to the very, very northern point, just up here,
Okay.
we should see. I think it's here. Nordkapp Horn, right?
All right,
When we click on
Nordkapp
it,
Horn.
we read tourist attraction in Norway. This is apparently the most northern point in Norway. This entirely look monument children. Look, this is Nordkapp, the most northern point in the world, right?
Uh-huh.
But if we go slightly this way,
Oh. What
What?
the hell?
there is an entirely more northern point, and I want
Why
to
would
make a
they put-
video.
Do you think they just didn't see that one?
They just didn't find it.
I want to make a video called "The Most Northern Point in Europe Is Not," because it's just not. They're just wrong. They
Wow.
were just wrong about it because it's there. It's
Is
this
there
random
is there
rock.
something over there that indicates that it's? Can you just
Nope,
not get
it's
over there or something?
Just
or
rocks. Just rocks.
What? Oh,
Wow.
wow.
Yeah. That's it. That was the end of that. Sorry, you talked about Norway, and I kind of want to go to
You
Norway.
are such a fucking dork.
What is it
You know
about Norway that
You're
excites
just a
you?
Nerd.
What is it about Norway that excites me?
Yeah.
It's huge and mountainous, and I've never been.
What has prevented you from going there? It's like, generically
apathy.
speaking, it's pretty next door to you.
Yeah, apathy. I just haven't bothered.
Apathy?
Yeah. Laziness. Ennui has prevented me from going.
Nice.
Look at us, right? Look at us.
Planning our trip.
Yeah,
Boys'
we're
trip
gonna
to
go there.
Tromsø.
This is great. This is
Honestly,
great.
I would act upon this for the shits and gigs.
Oh, you weren't going to?
No, I just knew that you wanted to go there.
What? Oh, what the fuck?
I just knew that you wanted to go there, so I inserted a little statement about how we were going to go there without you, and I knew it would upset you. Because I know everything about you, Wilbur. I've been preparing for this for weeks. Every time you delayed, I got more information about you.
Payback for the fucking for the Southampton
candies,
Chimbley
yeah.
Dales.
Yeah, for the fake candies, dude.
For the
Yeah.
Grimsby hopscotches.
You know what we're gonna do after we take you to Norway?
The Ipswich impompetence.
We're gonna go and find a bunch of shipwrecks underwater, big shipwrecks, and we're gonna take you to those, and we're gonna make you look at them.
How do you know all this shit? Actually,
How do I
This
know
is
that you have
now weird.
submechanophobia? How do I know that you have submechanophobia, Wilbur Soot? Because I know everything about you. I know
This came up
everything about
today.
you.
This came up today. I actually had to face my fear today.
Oh, did you?
Oh,
Yeah,
in the
when I was
sea when you
in
were
the
swimming in the
sea.
sea?
Yeah, genuinely.
What, you see something underwater?
Yeah. So
What did you
have you
see?
seen the big burnt down pier in Brighton?
Yes,
It's like a giant
yeah.
burnt down pier. I paddled out to it today for fun, and the tide was quite low, and the water was quite still. And as I was there, I could just see all these jutting, rusty like support poles underwater and stuff, and all this like old collapsed walls and things under the water. I didn't like it. I turned around. I couldn't do it. I was like, I hate that shit.
That is a little creepy.
That is a little creepy.
Yeah, that is a little creepy.
Well, Wilbur, you know, that's what I've said thus far, though, isn't the only thing I know about you.
Okay.
Are you nervous?
I'd like to withhold that response until you say what it is you know about me.
Well, this is more. I think this is more just gonna. I think this is gonna excite you more than anything. I don't think this should make you nervous. It's gonna excite you. You know, tell me about the Battle of Agincourt.
What you mean, get fucked French time?
Tell me about the Battle of Agincourt. I've heard you're a history buff, and I've heard that you really like talking about this specific battle that no one ever knows about, called the Battle of Agincourt.
What, where the French were dumb and got fucked up?
Yeah,
Yeah. Do you know about this? You know about that?
yeah, I know about that. I know
This
about
What is
the,
it?
the-
fuck
What is
you.
this?
It means fuck you in Britain. If you do
In
that,
Britain? This
that
means
means
fuck
fuck
you?
you. It wouldn't work if you did it though, because you're American. It only works if a French person did it to me.
yeah. It's a backwards peace
Or
sign.
another
Audio
English
listeners love
person.
you to
Or-
death.
Yeah, it's a peace sign backwards, but you got to like flip it. It's like a fuck you. And they used to chop off our fingers, the French, because we were really good longbowmen. When they caught us in like the 12th century, 13th century, they would chop off these two fingers so that we
Ooh.
couldn't pull back bowstrings anymore. And
Why didn't they just do it with these two fingers?
because you
Or the
pull
middle
back a
finger?
you pull back. Oh, they could have done the middle finger, yeah, but they did both these ones. I don't know. Ask the French. They're fucking weird. They don't know what they're doing. And we were in Agincourt in northern France, and I think we were outnumbered like 20-1, and we managed to end up we won at the Battle of Agincourt because we had such good longbowmen, and we surrounded them and flanked them in such a way that they couldn't take us down, and they ended up retreating. And then as they retreated, we did this at them.
Oh, because you still had the fingers.
We still had our fingers.
That's
Oh,
funny.
fuck yeah.
That's actually
That's
pretty
the
funny.
Battle
So
of
is that
Agincourt.
something that's still
Metal.
continued today in British versus? Is that a
French
still
people
thing?
cutting off the fingers of British
No,
people?
no, the
Still
the
to
fucking
this day.
peace
Does
sign
not
thing.
happen. I can tell
I
you right
cannot
now
go
it
to
doesn't happen.
France. I cannot go to France. They will take my fingers.
If you went to France and you walked down the
God
Main
forbid.
Street, Paris.
God
I don't know
forbid I
if there's
went
a
to
main
France.
street in Paris, but you just
Walk
started
past
throwing
all the
peace
trash.
signs at people.
They probably. I mean, I don't think modern Parisians would give a shit.
Parisian.
I think that they're too busy. They're too busy shouting slurs at me to care.
Right. Yeah.
That was all that happened last time I went to Paris. I just had French people shouting slurs at me because I was speaking English.
Really? Are they actually that mad about it? They're not that far.
We're not. It's funny, we don't think about them at all.
I have seen only negative things about France and visiting.
France.
There's no ice.
It's a friendly like.
Yeah. What's the
rivalry,
deal with the
France.
ice?
No, like ice.
What do you mean?
No
What's the deal
AC.
with the ice?
Well, that's in Britain too. They don't have AC in Britain either.
You want to explain that for us?
What, the ice and the AC?
You're now a representative of all of the UK.
Okay. I actually have to ask to not have ice put in my drink, so I'm not really because I drink a lot of orange juice, drink a lot of OJ. So
They put ice in orange juice?
yeah, because they're fucking. I know. Yeah,
That
is
is
exactly
an
my
inherently
reaction.
strange thing to do, Wilbur.
That
Yeah,
is
it's
very
cringe,
strange.
isn't it?
Backwards.
It's cringe. It's
It is cringe. That's a good
They're
way to
being
put it.
cringe.
It's cringe.
Yeah, and the AC thing. I don't know. I guess our houses weren't built yesterday, unlike yours,
Right.
so we don't have the foresight for climate change.
So, Wilbur, in terms of like the future stuff that you wanna work on, like such as
Well,
getting
aside
ice
from
out of your
being
orange
the
juice.
new mainstay at Chuckle Sandwich, aside from being the main.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
well,
After
we'll
We'll see you
know,
next week.
yeah, we're gonna see you next week. You're gonna somehow show up, and it's gonna be a great time. I mean, like, what are
rip the
some?
head of a chicken.
What are like actually though? What are like some future things you're really really excited about besides getting an awesome music video for Lovejoy from me? Whenever you can make one.
Genuinely, I want to, like, I know what you're doing about being a landlord, but I want to get a house, not to rent out, but to have for
Fuck
myself.
yeah, Wilbur.
my own
Property.
I want my own house. Not
Wilbur Soot, land shed or fuck yeah,
shed.
dude.
I want-
you're
I
gonna
want a
you're gonna you're
house.
gonna get some rentoids.
I want to rent out to my friends. I have loads of friends who aren't YouTubers, and
You're
and
gonna
who are like,
put your friends under the boot of land ownership.
yes, I want to. They haven't even got on the ladder yet, and I want to kick them the fuck off as they.
You make them give you a tip too, 700% tip at the end of each month.
Since moving to this next rented property that I probably won't be staying in for very long, I've just realized, fuck, I want to own a house. I want to actually live in a house now.
Yeah, you don't want to be just.
I want, because I've moved every year for the past, like, since I was like 18, and I hate it. Well, no,
It
since I
gets
was like 20
it gets
something.
fucking annoying, man. I mean,
Yeah.
like I moved. What was it, like 4 times last year? Like it was actually dreadful.
I want to put up a shelf.
Yeah, man, more and more. I'm just thinking about like, what if I actually settled down and bought some property? But I don't know if I want to be in Austin forever. I don't know where I want to end up.
Yeah, he
be
wants to
honest.
move to L.A.
That's just a lie, and that's
He wants to move to
everyone
California.
knows. Everyone knows it's false.
Where are you gonna go?
Everyone
Where are
knows
you gonna
that's
go?
false.
Where else are you
Where
gonna
am I
be?
gonna go? Fucking anywhere else? How many thousands of millions of square feet does America have? Anywhere else, Ted? Anywhere.
Name one.
Name 1 square foot.
Boulder.
Oh,
How about that, huh? Boulder, Colorado. What if I
so
went there?
you want your legs crushed by the brutal beaches of Boulder, Colorado. Everybody knows
Maybe
if you
I
try to go to
do.
the beach in Boulder, Colorado, your legs are you get. What are you eating? What are you eating, Wilbur?
Spaghetti.
Did I just see you put a fork full of spaghetti into your mouth from a cup?
Yep.
That's fucked up.
That's fucked
fucked
That's
up, man.
fucked up, man.
It's fucked up. Maybe I'll move to Lubbock, Texas, huh? Lubbock?
Lubbock?
Waco, maybe even? Waco?
I've been there. It's nice.
Waco, Texas.
What if I
I'll
give
see
you...
Chip and Joanna Gaines's town that they forged through Fixer Upper.
I don't know where he's going with this at this point.
Can I name
Wilbur.
some British towns and you tell me if you think they're good or bad?
You can. There was actually, I just like to mention though, there was a time where this must have been in person that this happened, where I just pulled up a map at one point of Massachusetts and I just started naming the towns to Wilbur, and he just started saying, yeah, no, we've got that. Like every single town I named pretty much was something that they had in the UK because the Pilgrims came to the US back in the heyday and they just started they just took all of the names that were in the UK and they just renamed them. And they just said
they were the first reactors. They're just recycling content.
yeah, they recycled. They couldn't think of new names, so they were just like, oh, they've got a Middlesex in the UK. Why don't we name our county that in Massachusetts? Or oh, hey, is there a Boston in the UK? Is there a Boston there?
Maybe in Ireland. I'm not sure if we have one in the UK.
Maybe that's the only. Nope, Boston town. It's in Lincolnshire.
Oh, Lincolnshire. Hi there.
Well, how would you pronounce it otherwise? You
Lincolnshire.
Oh, Lincolnshire. It sounds like you're drunk.
Sounds like you're in a field, man.
Where'd you put your keys? I put them in the Lincolnshire. That's what it sounds like.
You have a Portsmouth, right? Or a Portsmouth.
Yeah, there's like multiple Portsmouths. There's one in
multiple Portsmouth.
There's one in Maine. There's one in New Hampshire. Hampshire.
New Hampshire.
Oh, so Lincolnshire is Lincolnshire, but then Hampshire is Hampshire?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay. I thought I really had you there. I thought I had you dead to rights.
What about Ipswich? Do you have an Ipswich? Would you ever live in Ipswich? Schlatt?
We do have an Ipswich.
You have a fucking Ipswich up there?
We do. Yeah, we got.
I was born in Ipswich.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
I was born in
Cuckfield.
We don't have a Cuckfield. That's specific to the UK. The Cucks.
Okay. What about a Plymouth?
We've got Plymouth. Yeah, Plymouth Rock.
We had a whole bunch of cars made by Plymouth too.
Yeah, we do.
Before it folded.
Any town you name is probably in Massachusetts. I'm sorry. We've got
Grimsby.
Concord. We've what?
Grimsby.
I don't think we
That's
have a
little
Grimsby.
too fucked up.
Scunthorpe.
Scunthorpe? I don't know. Like
Scunthorpe.
How do you spell it? I'll see if we have it.
SCUN. Thorpe with an E.
I just know how to come up with like British sounding names because of OpenTTD.
Yeah.
little Freningway on Sea.
New Flitwick.
Brindingville. Brindingbury.
Centerhampton.
Brockton.
That's
You have
so
never
American.
played OpenTTD.
Brockton
No,
is
Brook.
Is
Brock?
Brookton.
No, Bruck.
What the fuck
Come
is
on,
Brockton? Anything that ends with like ton is usually pretty American. We don't have many tons.
Dillingham.
Yeah, Dullingham would be a place. You pronounce it with a ham though, which makes you sound like you don't know what you're talking about.
Dillingham.
You gotta go like you'd have to go like Ham becomes in
All
British.
right. Enough of this, Wilbur. Why are you even here? Why are you even here right now? What did you want to talk about when you came here? When you got on this podcast, it was like, whoa.
So, there's a condo I wanted to get your opinion on if you wanted to invest in with me. It's in southern Florida. It's in the Florida Keys.
What are you talking about? You want to get a timeshare?
Basically, he's pitching you on a timeshare.
Basically, what you can do is if for only $600 a month. $600 a month, that's only when you're occupying the property. You can have your own seafront facing Floridian condo.
Let me fucking go.
And the thing is, think full-time cleaning staff. You have close access to the beach, close access to amenities. Bingo, you like bingo?
I love
Close
bingo.
access
I
to
mean,
bingo
I
hall.
wing bingo
right.
so much.
Bingo's okay.
All right, keep
Would
talking.
you be interested in my condo, in my timeshare condo?
Your timeshare. I've never understood timeshares. I've
Well,
heard
I can
of them.
explain them.
Okay. You can't explain
Sounds
them?
like a steal. $600 a month? For
600
full service cleaners
So
and bingo?
only when you're occupying the premises too. When you're not there, you don't have to pay. Apart from the down payment each year that you'll have to pay, but we'll get into that in the fine print.
What is wrong with timeshares? I know they're like a scam,
Nothing.
aren't
That's why you should purchase one.
they? Show me the property. Maybe we'll talk further. Show me this property. I want to see what the details are of this.
Sure. It's called Seashell Cape. Is the name of the building? Seashell
Look
Cape.
it up.
I love all the development names in Texas that are like so clearly not at all What
Can I-
like
can I make
we're
one
in
up?
a fucking desert, bro, and you'll see.
They'll have one called
There's
like,
the
like,
Seashell
Beaver-
Motel in Key West, Florida.
Is there actually?
Yeah.
Oh, I did it. There you go. That's
I
where you're
did
buying
it.
your.
I succeeded.
That's where you're buying your property. Go on, give us one, Schlatt. Give us an example.
Fucking Big Blue Lake, and we're in a fucking desert. Like, there's no water around those houses.
I see
would
loads of
say-
sunset. Loads of sunset is
yes.
like loads of names of sunset in the US. That's a big one. Oh, can I tell you a place I hated in the US? Genuinely, somewhere
Yeah.
that was sold to me. Everyone I spoke to was saying how lovely it was. Fucking Anaheim, California. It's a
Who
it's a
was
load
trying
of
to
shit.
sell you
You were-
Anaheim?
You were big on Anaheim?
Everyone I spoke to was like, "Oh yeah, Anaheim's like LA but better." And I went there and it wasn't at all. They lied to me. It was awful. I hated Anaheim.
It's
Who
sort of
told
like
you?
the definition of suburban sprawl.
I hated it, man. It was like obviously Disney was paying to keep it all nice and like
Yeah.
upkept.
That's
But
where
it just it was
that's
miserable.
where Shay grew up. Is in Anaheim.
It was miserable and I hated it and it made me sad.
Yeah, you're gonna say that to her face?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
What, does she love Anaheim?
Yeah, she just grew up there. I'm sure she. I mean, she lives in LA
I
now,
don't
so
love
I'm
where
sure
I
she was
grew up.
trying to get out of there. So, but what's your least favorite? That's your least favorite place in U.S.
Well, no.
Do you have a least favorite place?
I haven't been to many. I wasn't the biggest fan of St. Louis.
You went out of your way to go to
Oh,
Ohio.
dude,
St. Louis
was crazy. We
think
loved
it was-
narwhals.
I liked
Oh,
the
dude,
people.
dude, yes, narwhals. There. Did you go there? Did you go there, Wilbur, in St. Louis? There's this place called Narwhal, or like Narwhal something.
narwhals,
Whatever.
yeah, the frozen. It's just they serve frozen cocktails, and that's
Yeah, frozen cocktails. That's it. They've got like this whole lineup of those little freezy, spinny things you see in icy machines. Except it's all alcoholic, and they're really, really good. They got like mudslide. They got creamsicle ones.
Dude,
Creamsicle
narwhals.
ones were fucked up.
Narwhals was the best part of St. Louis. No offense to my buddy who got married.
Well, Sneak's wedding was
trip.
good. Sneak's wedding was,
It was
good.
okay, but
They
I mean,
had- they
it didn't
gave
get
us
me-
Taco
It didn't
Bell.
get me plastered. We went to Narwhals before and after that shit.
We did. We pre-gamed the wedding or the wedding reception with narwhals. We show up to the wedding reception. We have a great time. We kiss everyone. That's what Schlatt was doing, at least.
No.
I can think of one person Schlatt was kissing.
We
What?
leave the wedding reception. We go back to narwhals. And we get more. And the thing is, you could feel the energy from the people who work there, where we come back in and they're like, these fucking guys, they're like the people dressed up in wedding clothing are coming back. Because there was people who were still working there, and when they were like, what the fuck are these guys doing back here? I threw up that next morning.
You did?
Yeah, I hurled.
Jeez.
It wasn't good. I was absolutely, because it was like all mixing alcohols. I'd be like, oh, I do a mudslide, oh, I do a creamsicle, and they're like all different types of booze, and then you're just having them with like cream
Yeah.
and sugar and
that's
like
true.
all this fucking garbage. And it was a recipe for disaster.
Oh, dude, the fucking hotel. You remember the hotel, the British themed hotel, Wilbur?
I wasn't
What was your conclusion there?
I thought it was trash. It was awful.
It was trash.
I didn't like
Dude,
it.
they had the British flags in the phone booth and
It was-
shit.
I mean, the entry was nice, but my room was not nice. My room was next to the laundry room, so I could just hear dum 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 every morning of all the sheets being.
That
washed.
wasn't the laundry room, man. That was the neighbors.
Dude, I was in the
Ted's
bathroom. I came home after the wedding, and I was trying to go to bed. I was plastered, and the bathroom light would not turn off, and and the door to the bathroom was like frosted glass, so the light was just coming into the room, and I could not sleep. And the light switch wasn't doing anything. The light switch was not doing anything, and so I called the front desk, and I'm like, "Hey, man, I'm trying to sleep, and the bathroom light is," and he literally finishes my sentence, and he goes, "Oh, the bathroom light isn't turning off? Yeah, you have to put it to the down position and then wait 15 minutes, and the light will turn off." And I was like, "Really?" That's how light switches work in Britain?
And then he switches into a British
a bit-
accent and says, "We like to keep it accurate, mate."
And then I hung up. I was like, thank you, I guess. I hung up and I switched the down position. 15 fucking minutes later, the light turned off and I was able to sleep.
That's ridiculous.
It was so strange, really.
Such a weird hotel.
Yeah. And then we got up and we had, was there even breakfast?
No, there was a table of apples you could take.
There was. I did take an apple. You're right.
The national
No.
food of Britain is
No.
the table of apples.
Yep.
What do they call that? What do they call that? Like
Table of apples.
bowl of Grimbley?
Yeah. Grimsby Codswallops.
Grimsley Cubs Wallops?
Swallops.
Yeah.
That sounds so real. I believed. I was like, I trusted you the moment it came out of your mouth. Grimsley Cobb Wallops.
Yeah. Peterborough Shoemakers.
Wow. That's another good one. A little less convincing, but
I wanted to see how far. I think when I said dingly dandies, and you were like, yeah,
sour
I believe
dandies.
that.
You said
Oh,
sour dandies.
Yeah, that's also not
Sour
real.
dandies. Yeah,
Sour
I believe
dandies.
sour
that sounds
dandies.
real. That sounds really real.
Cotton swallops.
Cotton swallops.
That's a good
Not
one.
real.
No,
You woke up. I fucking miss. You know what I miss the most?
Norbin Chumbleys. Yeah.
Not
what?
Norbin Chumble. I miss staying in a hotel and then waking up real early because you got a huge day ahead of you with the family on vacation. You get the continental breakfast, catered, all free. Everything's all warm.
I never thought I'd see the day that I had somebody would be nicely remembering a continental breakfast.
You have no
hotels are
idea,
sick.
man.
Isn't that just
I
like a
love
Hotels
bagel?
are fucking awesome. I love
Hotels-
hotels. I hate Airbnbs.
They're that middle ground where there's nothing, there's no responsibility, there's nothing you have to do. When you're in a hotel, when you're walking down those corridors of a hotel going to your room, there is, that in that
Jesus
room,
Christ.
there is nothing, no responsibility, nothing you need to do. You just get in there and you do whatever the fuck you want.
You have to-
There's
you become-
don't need to pay any bills. You don't see any letters on your doorstep. You don't see any, it's just you walk in and you have a bed that's freshly made by someone who made it and looked after it while you weren't there. And
Yes.
you walk in and it's just, you just have that. And it's clean and it smells nice and you can just do whatever you want.
You become the employee of the Airbnb owner for that short time you are renting.
Seems
You
like
become
it's
a
growing
fucking
trend.
employee.
That is like a growing trend with Airbnb, isn't it? Where you show up at the Airbnb and they're like, in the last 8 hours of your stay, you will do this. You will
And you will
clean
thank me.
every surface in the building. You will clean out the gutters from the house. You will feed the dog and take it to the groomer and then make sure it knows how to sit properly. You will go to my grandmother's house and make sure she's still alive, and if she is, give her her fish pills. Like,
And the thing is, that was fine. Because I traveled Europe.
oh, you were good with
staying
that.
in
You were
Airbnbs. That was
all
fine
good.
when Airbnbs were cheaper than hotels. But now
Yeah,
they're not.
but now they're the same
now
price.
They're
they-
more
now it-
expensive.
You have to fucking clean the thing, and there's still a $300 cleaning fee afterwards.
it's like,
that's
well,
how they do it. The
that's how they
price
do
is
it.
like so low to get it in like the search results, and people are like, oh, it's a great price. Boom, you click on it, fucking $500 cleaning fee, $100 maintenance fee, $250 online booking convenience fee. It's like. And then they're
Airbnb
like, no,
hasn't
you
been
can't
good.
have fun in this either. You can't be loud or we'll
This
call
is
the
thing.
cops on you.
This is what, when you come to England, I think this is what you're like. Since every person from America that I've taken around England is shocked at how little you have to pay for. Like I was
have to pay?
explaining,
For what?
as in like little you have to pay for things. Like when you're in America, you can't breathe without having to pay money. There's like someone's going to charge you for doing anything, right? And when I was saying that, like there's like a big observation deck in the middle of Brighton. It sucks. Don't go on the observation deck. But anyway, when I was getting
What
on
is
there,
there to see in Brighton? Why would what
The
were you
boulders,
observing?
the Boulder Beach.
if
and
you're
the and the
unlucky,
burned
if you're
down
really
pier.
unlucky, you might be able to see France when you're up there. But basically,
Ew.
when you get on it, so to get on it, the fee is like £8 for like a group.
So I
of
don't know what
people.
that means.
It's like $14 to go on this observation deck for an hour, right?
You have a currency
like-
that means $14?
£8 is about
Eight
$14.
quid, he said. Eight quid.
I was like, okay.
And then when you're up there, like I remember I was up there with some Americans and they wanted a drink, and they were like, "How much are the drinks?" I went, "Well, you've paid it's just free." And they were like, "Oh,
What
in
the
America, they were
fuck
like,
are you talking about?
they were like,
Free
in
the
America-
drinks?
They were like, in America, you'd have to pay for the like the OJ and the stuff on the observation deck as well as the ticket to get in.
Wait, so they just
Why
got
wouldn't you
free,
have to?
What is the VIP
Well, not free
experience
booze, not
on the
free
observation?
booze. If you want to buy the alcohol, it's going to cost you. But if
Well,
you just
beer
want
is
like
alcohol.
I didn't say beer.
Ted,
I said
open
drink.
your fucking ears, brother. Open your fucking ears.
Oh.
This is some roller coaster tycoon bullshit, though, where they charge. I hated getting the scenarios where they made you charge a park entrance fee and then you couldn't charge on the rides. That pissed me the fuck off. You need free entrance,
That's how
and
it
then
is.
you
But
price
it's
gouge the
made
fuck
by
out
a
of everything.
British person. It's made by a British person, Roller Coaster Tycoon. That's why.
God damn it.
So
why I play- that's why I play Rogue.
I've been to the two biggest roller coaster places in England, are like Alton Towers and Thorpe Park.
Mm-hmm.
Both of those are pay ticket on the door, everything's free. You just walk in, everything's free. That's just what and this is what I mean. I think this is what you'll like about England when you get here, is the fact that you can just have fun for no money if you want. There is stuff to do,
Really?
like there is, and I know both the things I've named have been admission fee places, which obviously are not for no money fun. But like we have like botanical gardens that you just walk in. There, in fact, there's a botanical garden that is my route to the shops. I have to walk
You
through a
just
botanical
stroll
garden.
through a botanical garden on your way to the shops?
Yeah, because it's just the quickest route.
On my way to the shops. What are the shops, brother? It's
like-
shops.
Like clothes, food, stuff.
I
for
would
my
like
house.
to visit the UK. I have my heart set on this one concept of really wanting to grab Phil, maybe grab a Wilbur, if you're up for it, and go on a pub crawl. I've heard so many things
Yeah.
about these pub crawls from watching Edgar Wright movies that I want to go on one.
Yeah, it's just you just walk between different pubs, getting slightly drunker
Okay,
each
I
time.
feel like you're selling it short right now. I feel like there's a whole like cultural thing around these pub crawls. I've
kind
heard
of, yeah.
it's,
They're not really an event though. Like the World's End makes it seem like it's like a big event going on a pub crawl. But like you will just say to people, "Do you want to go out for drinks?" And then it'll become, right, we're done here, let's go to the next one. Right, we're done here, let's go to the next one. Blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah.
but I want to be there. I want to be there doing
we
that,
can-
and I
let's do
want to
it.
use the word "right" in that context too. I want it to be the beginning of every sentence I say ever. I want to be like, "Right, let's go to the next one." Right, let's get another beer.
Ted,
Yeah,
this
let's do it.
happens in the United States, you realize.
We say "right" at
People
the beginning.
No, people going to different bars.
No,
the
but
only
I was
difference
talking
is that
about
in the
this
in
with
the
Phil.
UK, the bars are like 5 million years old.
Oh,
and they're next door to each other.
Exactly. I want it because it's way more walkable in the UK. So you can go to like 7 bars in like 30 minutes, and you'll be, But there's Phil was, I'm just very excited because Phil's been telling me all about this. The pub snacks is a thing. Pub snacks. Little cheesy bits, maybe a little Grimbly.
Yep,
Grimbly
the
is just a
Grimsby-
catch-all
Grimsby
term
Codswallop.
at this point for me.
Grimbly Codswallop.
Grimbly Codswallops and little, like when Phil was in the UK, he gave me these little bacon bit things, bacon chips or something.
Yep.
I don't know.
Pork scratchings.
Maybe it sounds accurate.
That's not a made up one. I
Is
saw
it
I
not?
saw the light on Schlatt's
Pork-
face as he opened Google.
Pork scratching, dude.
Pork scratchings are real.
What do
Yeah,
you
they're
just
a pub
like
snack.
hang up a dead pig on a wall and start scratching off pieces of it? Is that
I
what it
prefer
is?
not to know how they make them.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
It's fair. The name itself is kind of scary enough. We've been doing this for an hour and a half. What else do you want to say before we get you out of here?
Yeah, if you were to purchase timeshare with me,
You're going back to the time. That's what you choose to go back to. Is the
This is all he
timeshare
came here to do.
I have an NFT project I'm working.
Okay.
Oh.
Now I know when you hear the word NFT, you think, "Oh, this is it's a scam."
No,
But
I
I'm telling
don't.
you, this is real. I'm selling
opportunity
in Seashell Cape. I'm selling the bricks that build the condo.
Okay.
As NFTs.
Well, you're talking to the right group of guys here. And you're talking about
selling
NFT bricks right now?
Holy shit! You're
talking
selling bricks?
Yeah, I'm selling bricks. And what happens is when you purchase the image of the brick, you won't be able to take the brick off of the condo because I'll be honest with you, the building is very structurally unsound. It is. We are working on it. Do not take the bricks from the actual building, but you can purchase an image of the bricks. And part of this is,
what is this called? What's this called? What's the name of the project? I want to hear what the name of the project is. Like what? Beefy Bricks?
Cape Brickville.
Okay, well there's no where's the alliteration?
Not a
That's
scam.
the first thing that you need in the
You want
name.
alliteration? Seashell
succubus.
Succubus. Big brick bonanza.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay.
Now, Wilbur, you're talking to
succubus, big brick bonanza.
Yes.
You're talking to the owner of Brick 100.
You're talking to the
you
owner
already own a brick in the
and
condo.
the owner of Brick 472, and the owner of Brick 413, 125, 328, 438, 172,
Brick 330,
312, 127, 325, and 352.
And you already own the bricks in this condo.
I own a substantial amount of bricks.
And
Okay.
since the crypto crash, they are worth nothing.
Well, they're still worth a little bit.
Here's the thing. My bricks, we're revolutionizing the metaverse.
Okay.
You've heard of Web 3.0. This is Web 4.0.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Not so Web 3.0. We upgraded to blockchain authentication. Web
Right.
4.0, I physically come to your house and
Brick
authenticate
chain.
the bricks.
Shit. Brick chain.
I come to your house with a clipboard and I might wear a suit. And I will tick a box that says you own the
If we're
brick.
so lucky to see you in a
Wilbur
suit.
on demand.
This is Web 4.0. That's what Web 4.0 is. Whenever you log into a website, I will come to your house and authenticate your
So this
login
is
details.
this is a web version that is entirely Wilbur Soot powered.
It's-
powered
look,
by
I'm telling
Wilbur
you-
Soot.
That's the direction we're going in for Web 4.0.
You're gonna be so busy.
It's worth it. I love innovation.
You're gonna have.
Well, here's some innovation for you, Wilbur. I'm thinking of doing my own NFT project as well.
Oh, really? Is this non-ironic?
Oh, it's
Who knows?
completely unironic, and
Who
I
knows
want you
where
to
he's
be a
going with
part
this?
of it.
I would
Here's what we're
rather
gonna
die.
do. We're gonna mint. We're gonna hold on. Just wait for it. Just wait for
Yeah.
it because it's a good idea, and I think you'll agree.
Okay.
We're gonna mint pixelated variations of strips of bacon. Wilbur, would you rather have unlimited bacon, but no more video games?
or
Or would you rather have games? Unlimited games,
unlimited. It's endless.
but no games.
It's a good question. It's a good
So,
question.
For posterity. So
No,
unlimited
that's
bacon.
inappropriate. That's inappropriate. Don't talk about that.
Don't talk about man ass. I don't want to hear about posteriors. This is a serious question. Will you,
think
join
you
my
why-
NFT
he's asking you
project?
an
And would you
important
rather
question
have
and bringing
unlimited
up
bacon?
prostitution?
NFT of unlimited games, but no bacon.
No. What?
Unlimited bacon,
You,
but no
you
games.
need me to see? You need me to repeat the
I
question?
think you
Yeah,
might
Wilbur,
need to
would you
repeat
rather?
the question.
Would you rather have unlimited bacon but
Yeah.
no games?
Okay.
Or would you rather have unlimited games, but no
But
games?
no more games.
I'm gonna have to go
What
with
are you
option
short
one.
circuiting?
I'm gonna go with option one.
You're going with unlimited bacon but no video games?
No
Now,
video
Wilbur,
games. Wilbur Soot, famous player
Famous
of Minecraft.
Minecraft.
See, the thing is, I thought this, but they do both entail no games.
What?
What do you mean? One of them you get unlimited games.
Well, read
But no
me
more
again.
games.
Read me the question again.
Okay. Wilbur, would you rather have unlimited bacon,
Yeah,
but no more games?
but no games. Okay, note that. No games
Or
on this one. Or
would you rather have games? Unlimited games.
Yep.
But no.
But no more games.
Yeah. Okay. See now, look at the end of that sentence.
What do you mean?
At the end of the second sentence, you said but no games. Paranormal.
But
Why
it's
do, we,
unlimited
Schlatt, why do
games.
we
The
keep having this issue? I don't understand why this keeps happening.
This is genuinely confusing, and it's starting to piss me off at this point, Ted,
getting a
that none
little
of our
bit
guests
upset.
can wrap their heads around the concept of having
Hey,
unlimited video
Wilbur,
games.
Wilbur, I know that your island is small and you're a little skinny swimmer boy, but if you could do us a second and just try to make it work for a second, get your little brain to wrap around the concepts that we're doing. I don't know if this isn't 4D chess, dude. This is first grade SpongeBob, okay?
I'll take the unlimited games.
Good choice.
Good choice.
I'm glad you came around. I'm glad you came
Unlimited
around.
games.
Yeah.
This has been fun. This has been fun.
This has been great.
a good time.
Thank you, Wilbur, for joining us on this episode of the Chuckle Sandwich podcast on our return. We hear screams, nostalgic screams in the background.
I hear screams from my basement sometimes.
Who knows what we
hearing
did?
screaming.
Who knows what crimes we did to get to this day? But we're so glad for you to be here on our return. We hope to see you again. We're going to deliberate. We're going to deliberate on whether or not you passed this audition. We're really trying to get a third person in here to just show us what's right.
Mm-hmm.
Ted, you did try making a pun earlier, and it was really fucking bad. I just want to let you know. I forget what it was. It was so forgettable.
Okay.
You really tried to make one.
You don't even remember what I tried to do, and yet you felt like it was important right now to just say, "Hey, you suck." That was
well, I just want to let you know that you tried to make a pun, and it just did not pan out.
Okay, fine.
Chuckle Sandwich sounds a lot like Knuckle Sandwich. You guys know that?
What?
So the name of your show
about?
is it sounds like it's a pun. It sounds like so it sounds like a knuckle sandwich,
What? Like a
punch.
Punch?
Yeah.
No, lunch, because sandwich.
lunch.
Yeah.
Sandwich.
So it's a chuckle sandwich, right?
Yes.
But that sounds a lot like a knuckle sandwich.